and thank you for joining us once again at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery show, also known as the Chirac Show, as I like to call it. Remember, Chirac's not Chirac, and we're back here on Thursdays at 5:30 with my guest, actually my guest host, Queen Zenobia.
Yeah, hey.
Yes, indeed. She's joining us again.
Absolutely.
And for many more. It's awesome to be here. Thank you for joining us. And this is just a great evening, afternoon. And once again, in case you actually forgot, hey, we are the Englewood Enterprise Gallery, located at our new headquarter address at 1200 West 35th Street in the Bridgeport Artist Lofts. And you can also check out our website at EnglewoodEnterpriseGallery.com. That's EnglewoodEnterpriseGallery.com. And you can also feel free to send us an email for any inquiries that you may have at enterprisegallery@gmail.com. That's enterprisegallery@gmail.com. And thank you for joining us again. How you doing today, Queen Zenobia?
I'm doing fine.
Great. It's awesome to be here. We are the Englewood Enterprise Gallery, and for anybody who may be tuning in for the very first time, the Englewood Enterprise Gallery is a creative co-working space located on the South Side, and our purpose and motto is to uplift humanity using arts and creativity.
Yeah.
Arts and creativity. Arts is such a powerful thing on individuals, communities, and the mind itself, that we believe that, that's our way of promoting community development through creativity, innovation, imagination, and all of those other awesome things that give rise to new insights, technology, and, stronger and more beautiful communities.
Absolutely. It's the season is changing, brother.
Yes. We are. The season is changing. Everybody's wearing long sleeves, sweatshirts, and hoodies out there. All right. Hallows Eve or Halloween just passed us up. Hopefully everybody was safe and nobody got no eggs or toilet paper thrown at their house. I don't know if they even still doing that. That might be old school.
That's too old school.
Yes. So it's a lot going on. The Englewood Enterprise Gallery. Also, I'd like to share this with you right quick before we get going. I know I'm always talking about our website and everything, and you can check out any updates and whatnot. I just wanted to show you a quick picture of our website and some of the things that you can expect to see if you actually go to our website. Here is the Kid Biz Entrepreneurship Camp, one of our past projects. Also, this is a big metal horse that you will find outside of our new location, as well as you can peruse through to see what our mission is and some of the awesome stuff that we have going on. The Youth Business Network, where we work with young people every summer and throughout the year with entrepreneurship, mentorship, as well as arts and creativity mentorship. Also, this is like a little clip I like to play. Bear with me. I think the internet is slow today. There we go.
The Englewood Enterprise Gallery.
Yes. I like that. I get a real kick out of that robot voice. Excuse me. But yeah, so thank you for joining us once again. It's a lot going on. And to get straight to the point, the biggest thing happening in the nation is, what would you say right now, Zenobia? Besides the caravan.
There's a lot of topics going on.
It's a lot of topics
going on.
We're
in Chicago. We got the Kanye thing. We got the election thing going on. We got time changing.
We got the Van Dyke thing going on. Kanye, Van Dyke. I think we might have two of the biggest personalities in the country happening right now, right here in Chicago.
I agree.
Mr. Van Dyke and Mr. West, also known as Yeezy. Kanye West. And Kanye is interesting, because it's voting season. That's a very big time. And I think that I'm gonna guess, and somebody can correct me if they are in the know. I think that during the voting season, people rich people or politicians, whatever we want to call them, they spend the most amount of money right about now. It's so much money floating around, you
There's
know,
money
between
everywhere.
people giving rides to the polling places or the person that's making picket signs. You
How
know, they
about
coming
the
up.
money for signatures to get your name on the ballot? They get $1 per signature.
What, is that what they get?
That's what they saw
Oh,
in your face.
man,
in your
I
face.
should have
Please
volunteered
sign this
for
'cause I
that
need
job.
$1.
I didn't
Yes.
know that's why they were so thirsty on those signatures. I thought that, you know, it was all about the candidate, but it's all about that dollar at the end of the day. You know, which is cool because it's good that politics, it empowers the community in a lot of different ways. There's jobs going around. You know, actually, what about the people that just stand outside with a sign? You know, it's a job for everybody. That don't even
It
take
is
no
a job
skills.
For everybody, I do agree. But
So-
I'm not sure if voting's gonna get us anywhere, cause I don't vote.
Oh, man.
I promised my mother before she
Where's
died I was gonna
Zenobia?
vote, so she gotta call me and let me know. But no, I don't
I
vote.
don't know about that one, Zenobia. You probably gonna have people lighting up these
If
phone
y'all
lines.
agree with me or Medina, call us and talk to us on the line. And number
Well, you know,
312-738-1080. Give us
Yes.
a call. Let us know how you feel on these topics.
yeah,
What you
voting,
saying,
not
though?
voting. I mean, you know, voting has its place. You know, a lot of people, you know, they really like to remind us how many people died and fought for not only us to be able to vote before our vote to count. You know, so much that we have gone through, you know, and voting is just one of those additional hurdles. You know, first we wanted to be free, then we wanted to make sure we can vote, you know, then we've always wanted equality, you know, for all people. When I say we, I mean the not the underdogs or even the underclass, because you don't
Okay.
want to consider yourself
I
an
hear this a lot.
underclass.
I hear this a lot.
Yes.
People have died for the right to vote. Well, as humans, we gonna die anyway. So you're gonna die for the right to vote. You're gonna die for the right to eat. You're gonna die for the right to drink some water. You just gonna die eventually.
Well, you know, like Dr. King used to say, you know, a man who stands for nothing will fall for anything, or something like that. Fact check that information, please, because I don't want to be spreading no bogus news
I mean,
or fake news.
This
So,
is electoral vote too. So if
Yes.
I did vote, I'm not the electoral vote. Now,
Wait,
if I
this-
would vote if I had that.
now, when you say the electoral vote, are you talking about the electoral college?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but that's the presidential, right? Or is the electoral college involved in all levels of voting? I don't think so. I think that's just presidential.
Oh, is it? I just learned something today, guys.
Well, if there's a voting expert out there, which I'm sure there is, give us a call at 312-738-1060 and and correct me if I, in the error of my ways, if I've misquoted something related to voting. But you know, that is interesting because voting is a powerful thing and very important that many people die for. You know, but also, what about the Electoral College? I know we're not voting for the president right now, but are you really voting if somebody else is placing your vote for you? I
don't think so. I mean, okay, so, all right, so I just learned electoral vote for the president. How about this? Okay, so I go vote for the local mayor, you know, councilman, alderman, or what have you. Who's to say that my vote is actually my vote? What happens with the people who tally the votes? Like, I don't know. It sounds a little skeptical to me. Like, it seems like you go to this place, you go to a little box, and then you don't know what happens after you put your little thing in the box, you know?
Yeah, that is true. And then all of these other conspiracies, for lack of a better term, you know, the voting conspiracies, you know, you gotta have ID, are you a cat owner or a dog owner to be able to vote? It's just so many different levels of, I think, disenfranchisement might be the word, you know, because even, you know, it's a blessing that we're in a place where we're free to a certain extent, you know. Now, you can't just go out here and do anything that you want to do, but you're free to a certain extent, you know, so ain't nobody gonna force you to vote, you know, and but somebody might try to intimidate you not to vote, you know, so it's kind of funny. So even if one may or may not be the voting type, you know, is it important that we fight for the right of those that do want to vote and those that do want their vote heard. You know, it's a touchy topic, and
very touchy, though,
voting is like religion. You know, people think the end all be all, and it may. I don't know. I ain't saying it ain't, but the end all be all is around that vote. You know, so it's some very interesting things. So what about? I heard we mentioned Kanye. What about Kanye? What do you think?
We have a caller.
I think we got a caller already. And before you start speaking, caller, we can't use no cuss words. All right, we live on air. So however you feel about voting, or those people that choose not to vote, all right, let's keep it clean, caller. How you doing today?
This Auntie Paula, you know I don't swear on the TV.
How you doing, Auntie Paula?
Hey, welcome back to the season.
Yes, it's great to be back. We're trying to keep it going and keep it rolling.
Hi, little girl with the hoodie. Hi.
Hey, Auntie Zenobia. My name's Zenobia.
Yeah, this is Queen Zenobia, Auntie Paula. So what you think about voting?
Baby, don't you hang up, because I'll call back all night long. You hear?
I don't even work the buttons. That's not me. That's that other guy out there.
We not hanging up, but what you think about voting, Auntie?
Well, I like my poor Winkle. She is a real nice lady. She got a lot of power. As far as the governor and the mayor go, honey, I really don't think our votes matter. We go to the polls. We stand in them little curtains. We press our buttons. We hope we get the right candidates, and ain't nothing happening. We're going to have to vote for ourselves. We got to put this city back together.
Yes.
I like that Kanye West, but I thought that little boy, that Chance boy, would run for mayor. That's a nice little boy. He always donate money to the school. He donate money to the mental health, and the money's going where it's supposed to be going.
Wow.
Englewood, you stay there for the rest of your life. Don't you ever get off that TV.
We appreciate you. I
Thanks for
appreciate you,
calling.
Auntie Paula. As a matter of fact, I still got that T-shirt for you from a year ago. I got to figure out how to get it to you, because you know you are the official president of our fan club at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery Shy Ride Show. You always faithfully checking on us. You love to promote the young people that we have on the show, and I really appreciate your positivity that you always express, because that's what it's about.
Hey, let's get back to that trick or treat last night. Hi.
You ain't throw no eggs, did you?
Wait a minute. I wish they threw eggs. Wait a minute.
That's old school.
Out of a neighborhood, they was running down the street busting up cars.
Oh my goodness, is that?
Hell no, they had to get a little crazy, those kids. You know how they are. Them teenagers ain't like you and me when we was kids. I wish they threw the eggs.
Or the toilet paper.
Right, toilet paper, right?
No.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little toilet paper. You know, nothing the garden hose won't get out your tree.
So you know they had to bust up somebody's car. How you know he ain't got no insurance, for crying out loud?
It's a shame.
But anyhow, what are you going to do? The youth today, we got problems. That carjack, Lord, you can't even sit in the car and get gas no more. Listen. Whoever gets in that office, they got a big job to do.
Yes.
We have to put this city back. You could see with all the marches we had.
Yeah.
Wait, with the McDonald trial and all the good marches we had, we made a stand. We got that base. You know who?
Yes.
What's his name? What the heck's his name? The copper?
Officer Van Dyke.
There now. The one that what's his name?
Officer Van Dyke, I believe is his name.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I just came back from Las Vegas last week.
What?
Guess who I saw on the airplane in the coach?
Who?
The Fraternal Order of Police, Mr. Kevin Graham.
Wow.
Excuse me, I'm going to Las Vegas see Boys the Men. Who you going to see? And how come you in coach? If you Fraternal Order of Police, you should be in first class. Hey, wait a minute. Then he had a big old bag on him. I said, what, you got a bag of money? You going to the desert. What you going to do, bury that bag? But anyhow.
He got to go make a drop-off out there.
Good news. Wait now. This good news. He said to me me the trial ain't over. He got 5 or 6 more guys going down for not saying nothing and covering up. I prayed every day that family get that justice. Listen, that was all a big old mess. Tell me what cop will walk around with 16 bullets in a gun. They got to go back to the 6-shooting pea shooters like they did in the old days. We need that fraternal order of police. Mr. Johnson, what you think about him? I like him.
Oh, Eddie Johnson. I think
right.
that you always need a good person that will work to uphold the reputation of an institution. And I think
he does it good.
Yes, ma'am. At a time like now, he's exactly what the Chicago Police Department needed
now we got to get a little bit smarter now. Now the gangs is really running the streets really bad, and the code of silence is really strong. That's why you hear all these car shootings and nobody ever gets caught, because nobody wants to say anything.
Let me ask you something.
Come after their family and blah, blah, blah. So you know what they need to do? Need to set up some carjacking stings. There used to be a program on TV.
Yeah.
Set up a car, somebody come and steal it, bada bing, bada bang, they lock them in the car and they can't get out.
Now let me ask you, Auntie Paula, because that brings me to my next question. Since we were talking about stop snitching and whatnot, and this is yet another touchy topic, right? So
Yes, sir.
A lot of people saw on Facebook how they had a bait truck set up with a bunch of gym shoes in it, and the community was outraged that they were attempting to set people who may or may not be involved in criminal activity, trying to set them up.
That's right.
What do you think about that? Are you in favor of that, to catch criminals or to curb crime?
If it's going to save somebody's life, yes. Do whatever you got to do. You got to get smarter than the gangbangers. You got to let some of the big boys out. Because the big boys are still sitting in there, and those are the ones who control the streets. If you let a few of them out and give them a chance to give them a job at Kmart, they're going to straighten up them streets, let me tell you.
Okay, now.
We need to get McCarthy in there. You get that McCarthy and Mr. Johnson together. Woo-wee, it's like Ashford and Simpson.
Oh, no, man. I don't know if I like the setup, man.
Ashford and Simpson, huh?
And listen to your comment like James and Ray and all them say, a little girl with your little hoodie, you say, hey.
Hey.
I see you trick or treat. You tell my Malika and my other little girl, my Nene, I'll need some new songs for Auntie Paula. Put them babies.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tell them you was asking about them, and it's Lily and Malik.
That's right. Did you see me on Facebook when I told you I was going to send you candy?
I did. Wait, that was that yesterday? I need to check my Facebook, Auntie Paula. I don't be on top of my social media.
Save me some candy too. Save me some candy.
But you know what, Auntie Paula, they giving me a sign through the window. They saying I don't want you to get hung up on, but they trying to clear the air up. I appreciate you calling always. And you know what? That brings me to on the 16th of November, right? We're going to be over at 1200 West 35th Street. If you want to come by, I got a t-shirt for you. A nice Englewood Enterprise Gallery t-shirt like one of those. All right? I think they shut her down already. I'm sorry, Auntie Paul, it wasn't me. You see my hands right here all the time. I didn't push that button.
Check
but once
us out
again, we are the Englewood Enterprise Gallery at 1200 West 35th Street. And feel free to check out our website at EnglewoodEnterpriseGallery.com. That's EnglewoodEnterpriseGallery.com. Yes, wow, the phone line's blowing up already. I knew this was gonna be a hot topic. You know, you get to talking about voting or God, and everybody got an opinion. Yes, indeed. So, you know, if there's somebody out there, you know, because actually I had a couple statistics, because when you really look at it, the majority of voting age people in the country don't vote. That's what they say. They say about 60% of the voting age or the eligible voters in the country vote during the presidential election. All right, but remember, that's the election that ultimately the Electoral College, which who elects these guys? Where do they come from, and who are they? I've been trying to figure this out ever since I was 17,
Right.
and I haven't had a school teacher, nor a politician, nor anybody who can really give me a clear picture of this mysterious and elusive electoral college.
I have no clue.
But that's for the presidential. They say during the midterm election, which I guess would be right about now, only about 40% of the eligible voters in the country are voting. And, you catch a real tongue lashing if you tell somebody that you don't vote. But it seems like if you don't vote, you might be in the majority. Is that good or bad? Or what does that say about our country?
It says that majority of the old people who fought to vote, who died to vote, they vote. And majority of us young people, which I consider myself young, but somebody else might not consider myself young, they don't vote because they more active. They going out, they going to school, they going to class, they got a job, they got a life. Or they don't vote because they don't really see the benefits of them directly in their life. How's this going to put food on my table? You know what I'm saying? How's this going to put gas in my car for me to get to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how most majority of the young people think, oh, how's it going to benefit me? Okay, you want me to vote for you? What do I get out of it? If I don't get nothing out of it, then why am I wasting my time?
Yes, that is awesome.
It start early in the morning. You can go vote at wee hours in the morning while everybody's still sleeping. You can go vote, and then you can vote all the way up until I think 7 p.m. All that time I got work to do. Ooh.
What about them potholes on the street? People say
I just called 311.
If you don't vote, them potholes ain't gonna get fixed.
Oh, we got another call.
Oh man, we got another caller. We done broke a record for the day. Two callers. All right.
It's not the idea you broke a record, but you just said something that's very important, I think. Like y'all said, why the young people don't vote. Well, let me tell you something. I blame people such as y'all. You rap. Why you don't put it in your rapping? You do artistry, and you don't try to promote it then. People need to do things to inspire young people to do things. Because, see, right now, they don't even know their damn name. I'm sorry. They don't even know their name.
That's a cuss word. I hope they caught it.
All right, but listen to me. The important thing now that young people need to understand, you're dying very young, but if God bless you to live older, one day you're going to need Social Security. You're going to need money. You're going to need finances. And if it's not around, if you don't have an inkling what to do, you are going to be one lost soul. So again, people such as y'all, you need to inspire the young people.
Yes.
You need to get them out.
Yes.
And like I say, y'all have a vessel.
Yes.
You just got to do it. Listen, I got another call on the line.
Okay. You got another call too. All right. So you got to hang up on us. Well, I appreciate your participation and thank you for calling and being a part of the process. Right. And I'm going to keep that in mind.
Check us out again next week.
Yes, sir. Thursdays at 5:30, Englewood Enterprise Gallery. So, man, that is an interesting spin on it. It's our fault that our people ain't voting. That 60% of the people ain't voting in the midterm election. But he did make an interesting point, and I think that sometimes the conversation about things is powerful, is as powerful as a position. I think the discussion itself will allow people to choose a side because we all not going to be on the same side. We want to talk about Social Security, but they scaling back on Social Security. There really is no job security. There really is no pension security. All right? Governments as well as private organizations, they squandered a bunch of people's pension money. Yep. All right? And people been voting all of that time. Yep. Social Security is getting smaller, not just because people ain't voting, but money is being mismanaged. The value of the dollar is continuing to fall. Voting is very important, but our people need financial education. They need to know how the dollar works.
Ooh,
they need to know what they can expect in the future.
The value of the dollar.
The value of the dollar.
Yep,
Some people say that a dollar from 1930, when they took everybody's gold during the Depression and traded it in for promissory notes, i.e. dollars, all right, the actual dollar is only worth about 3 cents. Compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
All right.
Agreed.
It's only gas was about a nickel. Now gas is $4, $3.50 on a good day. Yeah. If you lucky. So everything is upside down. But it's our fault if y'all ain't voting. So I want to encourage you to take a side. Either vote, I ain't gonna say the other
Or
one.
not vote, but
She
you
said
can
not
community
yet.
organize.
But be aware. It's very important that you be aware, because regardless of who your representation is, at some point the people are forced to represent themselves. Whether your person is out for money or just out for politics, or they out because they believe in what's going on, you have to be organized regardless.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
I want to thank you guys for checking out the
Thank
Englewood
you for
Enterprise
joining us.
Gallery.
Yeah, they're gonna be running
I'm
us up out of
Zenobia,
here.
that's Medina.
Queen Zenobia.
We'll see y'all next
I'm gonna
week.
be King Medina.
King
If you
Medina.
Queen Zenobia,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that
be
sounds
Queen
good.
King
High five,
Medina
high
with you.
five.
High five.
Right.
Right on. One more time. We are the Englewood Enterprise Gallery at our new location, 1200 West 35th Street. Before they cut me off, www.englewoodenterprisegallery.com. Thank you for joining us. Next Thursday, 5:30, Englewood Enterprise Gallery, Shy Rise Show. Remember, Shy Rise, not Chirac. Peace.